We're going to play freezer roulette with cookies coming up next.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terri.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
I'm Zach.
This is Zach. He's filling in for Terri. Terry's here, not feeling great, coughing a lot. She's feeling better, been coughing.
Okay.
Sarah, Zach's significant other, is also here. And we're going to play freezer roulette. And I know you can't see the cookies, so I will pick them up and show the cookies. These have all been in the freezer since a little after Thanksgiving, so November. So
Right
we're gonna
before Thanksgiving, right around Thanksgiving.
right around Thanksgiving. So they've been in the freezer since what, almost 5 months, or is that 6 months? I can't count.
December, January, February, March, April.
So yeah, 5 months. So we're gonna try each one, and we got a couple questions we'll ask as we do phrase. Oh yeah, we didn't. Well, that's all right. No, it doesn't matter, huh?
A palate.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to try these cookies as we got our palate cleansers. And we're not supposed to, we're supposed to just pick one.
Okay.
So whatever one you think looks more appetizing to pick. So I'll hold this up so they can see the cookies that we have to choose from. And there's some good ones here. We got some sugar cookies. We've got some, well, Terry, what are they?
Those are peanut butter buddy bars.
Oh, you know what? I'm not supposed to know, are we?
well,
we weren't supposed to know.
Can, yeah.
I mean, we can see them.
We can see, I know, but I don't even know, I know these
There's
are
Pistachio.
There's
pistachio.
chocolate and pearls.
This is the one that I'm not crazy about.
Chocolate
and
crinkles.
pearls.
Those
Yeah.
chocolate and pearls.
Are you bringing
Chocolate
these to
crinkles.
Easter tomorrow?
Yeah, whatever.
May as well.
Yeah.
Somebody, one of the questions was, would you feed these to your grandkids? Well, yeah, I'm going to.
I don't
I
know
got
that.
If they'll eat them.
They're coming
So should I
next year.
pick one?
Yeah, pick one and I'll eat the other one. And we'll see if we like them or not.
Let's go with the classic.
Wanna do the sugar cookie first?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
And of course-
it's free.
But here we can switch.
No,
if you don't
that's
want
fine. It's fine.
You got.
I
this-
can always
you don't
take
like
that off.
sprinkles.
Oh, I can take it off. It's not a big deal. All right, ready?
Mhm.
All right. So we're going to rate these on
Freshness.
Freshness.
Are they soft still, or do they?
Mine is soft.
yeah, mine too.
I think they look
I-
pretty
It
good
doesn't
still.
taste stale or anything.
It doesn't taste like. It doesn't taste like freshly baked, but I would not have guessed this was in the freezer.
Me neither. I would not have guessed it. Now, I don't want to, we're excluding them because I actually had to save Terry's life on one night with that Thursday night. She choked on a hamburger. First time I ever had to do the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh my gosh, it was not doing
Yeah,
hamburger?
it was bad because he started coughing and then she stopped.
Well,
So I knew she
because
wasn't breathing
Breathing.
anymore.
I was chewing and I chewed it all the way up and then I
It just got
swallowed.
stuck on the wrong.
And
Oh my
Yeah.
I had this spot in my throat that ever since I've had the croup was just felt tight, and I had only taken a little bite,
Right.
Oh my gosh.
and it got to there, and I was coughing until it got to there, and then it got to there, and it just closed off.
But what I was getting to is I want them to try cookies too, but with Terry's coughing and unfortunately Sarah, who's carrying our third grandchild, a little girl named Lila. Did I say that right?
Well, yeah, that's the working.
Oh, it's still
Name.
in working. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
Okay.
like 99%.
It's a
That's
little
probably
girl.
going to be it. Yeah.
Little girl. Unfortunately, Sarah's been having, whatever she eats has not been agreeing with her. So,
Exactly. So
we
I
feel-
will observe.
yeah.
I'll watch you eat all the cookie.
What would you rank that 1 to 5, 5 being the best?
That was pretty good. That's like a 4. Like it's not super.
I love sugar cookies.
Yeah, it's not like super fresh, but it was not bad. Like I would have not. It tastes almost like a week old. Like I would guess that they like.
I
sat
should have
in,
got the
like, a
ones that we
jar
just
for-
made to see if we
Yeah,
could tell
see
the
the
difference. Huh?
difference.
Let me go get it.
You can. That's all right.
I just made.
I would say that's a 4.
really?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. I say 4, 4.5. It was pretty
Plus,
good.
The color stood up too. Like it still looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The color didn't fade or anything.
Yeah. So you guys have been married now for going on, what is this? August?
Not even a year.
Not a year.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Feels
What
like
is
forever.
something that you have learned? Now I know you guys have been together, longer than that. But what is something you've learned, or maybe marriage has?
Thought you knew.
Yeah, maybe marriage was a little. Is it different? Is it about the same?
Well, he knows how I sound when I throw up now. That's new.
Yeah. Been hearing that a lot.
Yeah.
Is there anything that maybe as you guys? Oh, here we go. I knew it wouldn't last. I knew it wouldn't last. This is why. Yeah. So she's trying to hold it together.
Trying to hold my breath.
I guess, like I know for us, we've been married 40 plus years and we've been talking about marriage a lot and some of the things that maybe early on as opposed to now,
Yeah.
And number one really is just communication. As long as you guys talk to each other, I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think there's nothing that I don't think that was new to us after, because we kind of knew each other's
talked a lot while we were
idiosyncrasies and yeah. And there's things that there's things that we've learned to like work with.
Correct.
Yeah,
You
mine
know?
is my cups. I use way too many cups.
She has glasses
That's
everywhere.
my dad
Glasses,
is complaining
water
about that, too.
bottles, and I have to collect them all at the end of the day. It's like I need a sack to put them in because she won't use the same glass.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm weird about
And she doesn't
that,
even
but
finish the liquid in one.
I think that
like
there's
she'll
like
drink half of
bacteria
it and then
growing in it after I leave it out for a little
So
bit.
you're like, I'm moving on.
I was like,
That's
Sarah, you
my
can
bad.
rinse it and then like
If
fill
you-
it
if
up
it bo-
again.
yeah.
But I have to do like a full load of dishes at the end of every day. The other thing is the water bottles. So you should see our headboard right now
I just
because,
cleaned it yesterday.
well, yeah, before yesterday, split right down the middle. My side, nothing, all
Right.
clean.
Okay.
Just my contact
clean.
stuff.
Contact stuff,
Just
yeah.
my, and then her side, literally full. It's like a shrine of water bottles,
Especially
all
when I'm
at different
pregnant, I get
levels.
nervous that I'm gonna get like thirsty.
So
It
you
was
need-
like that
right.
before pregnancy, though.
Not that bad.
Not
Yes,
that
I
bad.
agree. It's been
It
really
looked
bad
like a
lately.
shrine. It
It
was.
like there's one or two. Like the last time there was 8. I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
It almost looked. She had like an igloo because it was like starting to like come in a bit where
Yeah.
they were like stacking.
And now I like
So-
started putting snacks, like granola bars and like crackers
Yeah.
in there too. And I'm like, I gotta stop. It looks like I'm.
She had a
building
water bottle
nest.
fort,
Yeah.
different levels each one.
Yeah,
Some of them full.
Yeah.
She'll still grab a new one.
Well, yeah, because if you're not gonna use the same cup, you're not gonna use the same water.
water.
There's no why. There's no way.
Exactly. Well, especially because he's freaked me out because he's like, oh, there's definitely bacteria in water after whatever.
Oh well, because now the water bottle though is different. Like if it's in the heat,
Yeah,
and you opened it and drank it, like drank
if you
out
had it
and
outside,
drank
I
out of
wouldn't-
it.
Then he
wouldn't.
said that
It-
it just grows in there, so I'm really freaked out.
Yeah, but a glass you can rinse and
No,
But there's so
agree.
much plastics
they
in our
say
water.
the
Anyway.
Yeah.
metal
It doesn't
or
matter.
the
Glass or
glass
something. I
or
don't
It's
know.
so much
the
better
for
than
the
the
plastic one.
But now there's a teacher that she works with who swears by the what's it called, the alkaline.
Oh, the alkaline water, which is the more basic water. It says it's supposed to.
It has
help
like
with,
it has a different pH, a higher pH.
Yeah, it says it's supposed to help with acidity. I don't know if there's any. They said there's no actual research behind it, but I don't know.
Okay.
So I get it when I'm at school because I'm like, yeah, maybe it'll help.
They have it
Yeah.
at school. They don't.
She sells it.
She
like,
sells
gets at
it.
Oh,
Costco.
she sells it. Oh, they have it at Costco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so-
like these
Is it
huge,
called alkalinity water?
Yeah,
Alkaline water.
Alkaline water.
Yeah, so now she's a basic bitch.
It can't hurt, right? I mean, I don't know if it helps, but
I don't know, but
Yeah.
the one teacher says it helps her with.
her husband's acid reflux. And
Yeah.
it's better or whatever. So
I don't
We
know.
should get it
Okay.
from my mother then.
Maybe.
Maybe try it. Just try some alkaline water.
All right, we're gonna do round 2. What do you think? What sounds good for round 2?
I'm a fan of pistachio, but
That's fine.
I knew that was coming.
That's fine. Round 2 is pistachio. So let's see
Those
what
are
it looks, what it tastes like after 5
Oh,
months in a
really?
freezer.
White cake mix, box pistachios, pudding, white chips.
That's it.
Yeah, I think there's a couple little ingredients.
It
Still
tastes
pretty good.
fresh.
I think
Mhm.
Um,
I think it has a little less pistachio flavor.
I think you're right about
Just
that.
a little bit.
What's it? Less?
A little less pistachio flavor,
No, they do.
but it's still good.
It's really good. Again,
Soft? They still
Yeah.
soft?
It is
soft.
soft.
yep.
So if I have any
Moist.
of those, they can go on the Easter
Were these
tray?
Tupperware? In Tupperware? When we put them in the
Yeah,
freezer?
they in the freezer. Yeah, they were.
Oh,
in
these
the-
are the ones we got from the wedding.
Yeah.
That we had a ton
I
of.
had all those. And
You know, we had
Oh,
leftovers.
yeah.
No one knew who they were.
You're
So,
so like, yeah. That's
all right, I'll take
I
a
just
few.
kept 3 years out of freeze Christmas cookies
Yeah, why
every
not?
year.
I think a little less
Christmas cookies.
flavorful, but besides that,
Not bad. The chocolate, the pistachio chips
Tastes
or no,
good.
vanilla chips.
Vanilla chips.
No,
taste
chips are
good.
really good. Sorry, and they're very good. By the way, we are in our new. This is it. This is going to be the studio. Eventually, we're going to have a little more of a setup, but we thought we'd bring Zack and Sarah in as our
Guess.
Inaugural.
inaugural,
Girl.
yeah, for our podcast. We have Sarah next to a window that's open, so she gets a nice breeze.
It's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's awesome.
Terry's trying not to cough. These cookies, again,
They're pretty good.
I mean, they're not bad.
How long you could keep them in the freezer?
I'm wondering how long you could keep them in the freezer before they go bad. We probably should do that.
How long can meat stay good in the freezer?
I can't
Well, we
say
probably
for
have-
sure because
If it
I almost
thaws
need to
out
taste the
and then
fresh
you
one to
freeze
know
it.
if it lost a little bit.
I know, that's true.
Because it seemed a little bit.
That is true.
So,
You're going to
but
do a 3 on that?
I was gonna say 3 or maybe 3.5.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was decent, though. I would never
They're still
know.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, for sure.
Because I don't know if just because I knew that they were in the freezer, to me they look like
Yeah.
they look like they're different. But now that after tasting them, I'm not
I know.
sure.
I had the
if they're-
pistachio, and it just 5 months didn't really make a difference. Maybe
No.
maybe it has to be. I wonder what it would be like if we left them in for a year.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe they would be.
You know?
Maybe a little more noticeable in like the texture and stuff.
Right.
But so far, I haven't really noticed anything.
Yeah,
the
same
ones
here.
that look, I think, the most different are
These ones,
Yeah.
I agree. These ones here
They look a little
are the ones he's
freezer
pointing at. They
I
do
know.
look
They're
like they
flatter.
could be. Yeah,
A
taste a little
little
different.
bit, yeah.
That's coming up. So get ready for that. But I was going to ask, after coming home today, we babysat today, and I was trying to think. I was so exhausted. I almost said, I can't do this. I'm just
Yeah.
exhausted.
Not happening.
Not to mention, I wasn't set up at all
Oh.
because I didn't know exactly where to set up. I wanted to do this. Terry hasn't been feeling good, so we've waited to the last possible minute we could do this, and I just didn't know. And I thought, you know what? Let's just try it, see what happens,
Yeah, do a run
and go with it. But I was thinking about how exhausted I was. I don't know how. I mean, we were there 8 hours, obviously, and that's fine. It's great. I love my grandkids. They were funny today because they wanted to find eggs
kept making me
because
laugh,
Easter's
so I
tomorrow.
thought,
So we're taping this. You're going to see this later on, but they love finding eggs. Doesn't matter if they're full or not. Does not matter.
Oh, they re-hit them empty, 5 times?
5 times at least. And then they did it. I told her, I said, they're going to want to keep those
And they
eggs.
wouldn't let us out the door with all the eggs. I had to pack some back. And
Yeah, Fen wanted them all. I want them all because there was like 40
there were 40,
plus.
40 in one bag. Then there was 6 big ones.
Right.
And then there was 3 carrot ones, 4 bunny ones,
4 smaller
4
ones.
small ones, and a
So there was almost
and a little
50,
tiny
60
bunny.
eggs.
Wow.
And we kept thinking, how many did we find them all? And he
They
wouldn't let us
kept
count.
reheating them.
So we just
They
kept doing
kept
it.
hiding them.
Yeah.
I know that one was in the kitchen, the baby's kitchen freezer for I don't know how many rows.
And Beckett is the one. Beckett
Beckett-
hides,
he'll open the
hides them. He's
door.
the youngest.
he'll open,
He'll
the
open
door,
a drawer and put it in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a genius.
Yeah, he puts it in a coffee cup.
He's
Yeah.
playing for real.
Yes.
He's like, these
And-
people aren't going to find it.
Oh, we still can't find a dragon. Number 3 green.
Yeah.
We still can't find it. He hides them so
Oh,
well
I bet
we
he
can't
held it
find
for
it.
himself. He's like,
But he can't remember where he put it now.
Well, we would pretend,
This
well,
has
not
been a
pretend.
month.
We would say, we're missing one, and we'd find it. Well, he took one out of the bag, and he went to go do something. He come back, and he goes, we missed one. And I'm like, didn't you just take that out of the bag? No, I find it. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. He was hilarious today.
So one of them, I put their initials on the bigger ones
Yeah.
because they had a monster truck, so they would each get a monster truck, Hot Wheels, and then we bought them the Sarah's T-Rex.
Right.
Oh, that's
candy.
awesome.
And I couldn't let one of them get both of them T-Rexes. So there would
No,
have
forget
there
it.
would have been a war on our hands.
Would have killed each other.
So then he mentions we're going to just get a few M&Ms in a cup.
Yeah.
And he mentions, but that T-Rex is mine. Well, so then he wants that T-Rex. So whenever he gets it out, he says, where it says Sarah's. And
Yeah, he
says,
said.
this is Pa's candy. He goes, no, that says Beckett's
Yeah, he
candy.
made sure I knew it was
laughed
Beckett's
hard.
candy.
It's like, don't you dare.
Yeah. One question for you guys. Is there something, I know it's only been less than a year. Is there something that annoys that you do that you've learned to live
Besides
with?
your cups, huh?
Besides the cups.
I feel like I can't complain because he's been doing awesome since I've been pregnant. He's been doing the dishes, all the laundry, like everything. So
No, I'm sure there's something that.
Because Terri knows what it is for me. She
cupboard
likes
doors.
to leave all the drawers.
he does that too.
Especially
I actually
given
do that
to him.
too.
He
Yeah.
does
When
that all
I'm
the time.
cooking, especially, leave everything up
Everything.
until I'm
Yeah.
done.
And then she says she's done, but the
But he's
cupboards
the
are still
cleaning
open,
upper,
and
so I
she's
want-
sitting in the chair. And I'm like, okay. But anyway, we've talked
I
about
was
this before on the
cleaning
show. So
Then it would get done.
Well, I always remember growing up is you throw everything away.
I throw it away.
Everything-
That's true. I do. I don't want to keep stuff. I want
Which
to get rid of
I
it.
guess I've gotten that though too because we
I
had.
threw away my Krispy Kreme coupons.
Oh, you don't want to throw away
I had a
Krispy
great
Kreme.
Well, we used one, and I
I
thought
have. If you want,
we
you
were
can have
done.
ours.
Because I was
We
going to
have
bring
a
him to
whole bunch.
school. I'm in charge of breakfast when we come back.
You
So
can-
I want to do a buy
Okay.
one, get one.
You- I have them
we
upstairs.
Have them upstairs.
I'm
We can
upstairs.
get
I'll give them to you. You can have
I
it.
just need at least one. So because it's like $38
Yeah.
for like 2 dozen.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I know it's very
It's
expensive.
insane.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to do next?
Let's do the peanut butter
Okay, peanut butter it is.
because this is also the other one I thought maybe looked
Looks a little different. These are 5 months in the freezer, coming
those are the
out.
ones that are in the little thing, and then I also make ones with a kiss.
No, I just mean like I think
Oh.
He's
maybe
thinking of
They
the.
look a little weird.
a
Is it
little
frozen,
coloration,
freezing? Yeah.
but I can't really
I'm
tell.
interested to see.
I did try to keep chocolate together and peanut butter together and
Very
white
soft.
together.
Oh, really?
Very soft.
Is it dry though?
Yeah, I'd say a little dry.
A little bit,
But
The peanut butter cup is
makes
still
it
good.
up for it.
peanut butter cup is good. Yeah,
That's
no doubt. The
crazy.
cookie itself may be a little dry, but I mean, it could be that. It could have been that way before. Maybe.
It's not hard at all.
I could.
And what day did I get them out of the freezer? Thursday. And then I had a coughing attack, and we didn't do it.
Right, we didn't
All
do.
over the cookies.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's when he had to give me the Heimlich.
I could eat
Choking
more.
on a Whopper. Boy, that doesn't sound right,
was
does it?
Wednesday. That was Wednesday because Thursday I went to the doctor.
Wife dies from eating Whopper.
It was Wednesday you gave me the Heimlich. It was Wednesday you gave me
Because
the
who would
Heimlich.
believe that you're choking on a hamburger of all
Would you remember when Pop Up tried to eat the burger through the wrapper?
Through the wrapper.
Through the-
Yeah, I know.
I thought he had a hole, but then he started spitting out paper.
What?
I was
Yeah.
my great grandfather. I think we were cleaning out his trailer,
Yeah.
and he wanted. I can't remember, it was a McDonald's burger.
It was a
thing.
cheeseburger, I think.
Cheeseburger. They wanted a cheeseburger from somewhere. And, they wrap it up in the paper. And I'm watching him eat it. And I was like, man, he's got like a small hole that he's eating that. Like, I've never seen someone like not fully like unwrap it before they eat it. And he's like really gnawing on it. And then all of a sudden he's like, something's wrong with this burger, and starts spitting out paper.
Do
He
you
was
not
eating-
realize?
He was
Like,
eating paper. Yeah, he was eating paper.
Well,
He was.
we're coming out of when we went to the Poconos this past whatever that was.
Yeah.
We just got done eating. It's like dark outside. It's like 8 p.m. We walk right outside, like 5 feet, 6 feet away from us, a bear. So I start freaking out, and I'm running towards
Whoa.
the car, and Zach's like, you're fine. Like, don't
It's like-
get in the
It's just
car."
a bear.
It's Yogi.
It's like, it's a bear.
Boo Boo's around
He
here
was,
somewhere.
he was massive. It
He
was
was
a
massive.
big bear.
Huge.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Do you have a gun? I don't have a gun.
That's
He's just
how I
chill.
felt, and he's just like waddling
He was
along.
close.
He was
If she's
close.
running, I'm like, it's just a bear.
See her trucking into the car.
She was like walking into the
I
car.
was freaking out. I've never seen a bear in her life. He's
Good
like,
thing you
"I
didn't have a
Um,
picnic basket.
He just wants the trash.
We did see bears
That's what
whenever
he
we
said
were
that
in.
when you were camping.
As a matter of fact, a neighbor came up a couple times when we were camping and
Joel.
told us to put our garbage
Oh,
in
Joel,
the tree.
yeah.
Joel,
Joel.
I was trying to tell him
Yeah,
that he
Joel.
rode around in the, watch out for the bear in the woods.
Is this a sucking crazy Ray? Like, where did he come from?
But that's how he talked. He like the
Yeah.
sound like reverberated in his mouth first. So yeah, he was always like, "You can't be careful in the woods. There's some black bears."
Yeah.
Like, that's why I wasn't afraid. I was like, okay.
Excuse me. Oh
And
my
when
gosh.
the kids were younger, when all the people weren't there, they had an extra
Oh my
my
gosh.
dad's old camper, and they would sleep in the old camper while no one was there. And then if they had a weekend retreat, and we were still up there when they were all coming in on Friday,
Yeah.
we would sleep
But-
in the tent, and then we would pack up whenever.
Grandpa
we got
Ray
there.
could take down any bear.
Oh yeah, for
really?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to ask RJ if he remembered all the weird.
Do you remember he had landmarks that he named in the woods
RJ
back
did?
then? Yeah,
Oh,
I
RJ,
can't remember what any of
I
them are
believe that.
called, but
RJ
he
already
had
had
like
his.
a whole map of the area. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was I can't remember what it's called, but there was a
rock
big.
formation. Up
Yeah,
in
but he had a
one area.
name for that, and the one rock I think is the one that Jill got bit by the spider on.
Oh god! When I ran
That
all the
sting
way back to
stick.
camp and got the sting stick. Oh,
From 1982.
Yeah, that's right. 1982. It's still good, even though it was 10 years
It
old.
was a good thing I had that. She probably would have.
I know,
That's
that's
what
true.
he's
She
saying,
swelled up pretty bad even
Yeah.
with
It
it.
was
So
that big. And
I don't know if we can eat all
blister.
these because I'm already getting pretty full.
I'm curious to see.
I think
the
these ones are
quality.
going to be
I
the
think
one.
we gotta
yeah.
bite the
All right, I'll
bullet.
give you that one. We're going to bite the bullet on this one. And let's see. All right, you ready? All right.
Doctor.
Okay. Well, did we rank the other one? We didn't. I'm going to give it
3.
like 2.5.
For the last one,
Yeah, it was just a little dry.
What about this one?
this one's a little drier too.
This one's dry.
It still has some good flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know,
What?
It looks pretty gnarly. Like, not in a good way.
The second bite wasn't as good as the first bite.
Yeah. This is
You don't have to finish it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to on that one.
Okay, so those don't go on the
it's-
cookie tray.
I mean, they're edible if you force someone to eat it.
What are those called
Would they be
again?
good? If
Those
you
are
Crinkle?
crinkles.
Would they be better if you
Crinkles.
dunked them in milk?
Maybe if they
Yeah.
sat in milk
Okay.
for a
But
day.
I think they. Well, these-
Just fall apart.
Yeah.
they are just. Yeah, that's probably
That's
a
a
one.
one.
That's a one for sure.
I could tell looking at it that was
Yeah,
a
that's
freezer
not
cookie.
definitely. Yeah, it's not.
You might want to do the ones that you don't care for.
Well, we're really gonna do them all because there's just not enough time to do them all. But
You're not?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Even full?
To be honest,
He's over it.
I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah,
already
don't
had
make yourself
pancakes for like, ugh, so it's a little bit rough.
Too heavy on your stomach.
I mean, if I just take a bite, I don't have to take the whole cookie.
We could take
I
a
probably
bite.
should not eat the whole thing.
Because I think these ones got a little harder. Are this coconut?
Those are, and I'm not a
They
big
have-
coconut
they
fan. See,
have-
we could do that
those
one
are
next
what
if
are
you'd
called
rather.
Yeah,
dream
let's-
bars.
let's-
Those
We're gonna
are
do
called
the dream-
bars.
These are the dream bars. Here, I'll do like this. Oh, my.
Ron doesn't really care for them to begin with.
They're hard as a rock.
He doesn't care for him now either.
Well, they have a lot of nuts in them. They're like a nut cookie with chocolate.
They are not
chips
my
in
favorite anyway. But,
Well, they have an aftertaste.
them. Do they?
yeah, they
Good or
do.
bad?
I
Not
wonder
good.
if they were in with the chocolate cookies.
It's not gnarly, but it's,
It's not great. And I like those normally.
So those
yeah,
do
those
not freeze
those
well.
do not freeze.
Do they get a 0 or?
For me, they get a 0. I'm just not.
I
I'm
would
not
say
a
a
big
1.
fan. I think those are worse than these ones. What do you think? Now, you like these, so if she
I
chokes,
like the flavor, like the initial flavor.
I can taste the coconut. So the coconut's still in there. I can taste the coconut right now.
I like the coconut.
It's just a little
I
dry.
actually like them. They're not that much drier than when you, because it's just a real thin
That was
layer
my
and
stomach.
then it's soft
How's your
nuts.
stomach?
That was my
That's the
stomach.
Okay.
I did not bust ass.
Not on camera.
Okay. I was trying to think of another question for you guys or for us. Do you have anything that maybe?
I just know there's something else I want to do with them before the baby
What?
comes. I'm going to sit
Dun,
down
dun,
and talk
dun.
about parenting.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's that we were wondering how. For us, we want to make sure we do what you guys want.
Yeah, it's okay. We're good with corporal punishment.
No. We want to make sure that we're following what you.
Does.
Because we do that. We asked Lauren, "How do you want?" And she wanted the swaddle. She wanted something that we've never done. We haven't been
Yeah.
parents for a long time. We're
Right.
parents, but I mean for
Not
little
baby,
ones. Baby, and we had babies. We didn't do. We had stuffed animals in the crib. We had blankets in the crib.
Oh, do you see their beds now, though?
Well, yeah, but they're old. That's what I mean. They don't do them in the beginning. But we want to make sure that whatever you guys want, we're following
that you're-
that.
mhm.
You know what I mean? You know,
we
like
have made a couple rules. Like we would like not. They don't have to not be on Facebook, but we'd like to limit it as much as possible.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Just 'cause we
like
think,
posts.
it's probably not a great
Absolutely.
idea.
Well,
No.
he loves.
You know what I mean?
I'll warn you. He loves Snapchat because they have them lenses in them.
He likes to do the lenses,
And he will.
Yeah, that
Which
and
is
he
not a
jumps
big
on
deal.
the couch sharing.
but he has been sharing it. By he doesn't know he's doing it.
He doesn't know that he's doing it. My
'Cause-
girlfriend from
yeah.
from Michigan said, "Oh, your grandson's so cute," and I'm like, "What?"
And what he does basically, if he brings his tablet, you have to have him show you.
Yeah.
He just basically like makes funny faces in it, and then runs away, and then runs back up. You know. I'll have to show you. I think we have one on.
Didn't he send that one to you?
He
too,
sent it
though?
to
'Cause
me.
He told me.
I said, Terry, he's sending stuff. There's like 40 of them,
That's awesome.
and he doesn't know he's doing it. He has no idea that he's doing it. But yeah, we want to make sure that we're following
Yeah.
whatever it is you guys want.
Well, that's the other thing we talked about is we kind of wanted to limit them like having some kind of screen or anything.
That's true.
Yeah, we know it's
for
hard.
a long-
So
yeah,
I'm
we
not,
know
like,
it's difficult,
I'm not
so
judging
it's
anyone
not.
that's-
Yeah,
like,
but-
you might change your mind halfway
Yeah.
through and be
Because
like,
we
forget
bought
this.
them.
Yeah,
We
but
did
we'd
buy
like
the
those
tablets.
little
We did.
Yeah,
tablets,
we'd like
but
to
we
at least
bought them
start
in
without
the
anything,
car
at least
ride.
Absolutely.
at first.
Absolutely.
You know.
You
Like
get
especially
in the
dinner,
car.
like restaurants.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard, but I would like to.
Well, just because
Yeah.
our friends, with Tyler and
Yep.
Megan,
Yep.
because their kid doesn't have anything.
Like they're completely screen free.
Yeah, and I think
What
it's
do they
really
do
because
if
she
they have
has
to
a
drive?
longer attention
Yes.
span.
Yes.
She's really
She's
good in
learned to be
restaurants.
really
She's
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
She just entertains herself, like plays with crayons, whatever.
it's kind of
And
like
she's like, it sucks.
I think it's
a lot
refreshing.
in the beginning,
is.
But she's
It's
like,
really-
right now it's like paying
she said it
off
was
for her.
really difficult because it
It's easy to hand somebody.
yeah,
a
and
t-
so we
a
get that.
tablet.
So that's what we're saying. We're not like
Okay,
we're
that's
not judging anyone who
No,
does
no.
that. We just think that
for
it
you.
could
That's the
could
question.
be something that we want to
Attentive,
try.
at least, you know what I mean? As
Yeah.
long as possible.
And if we give up, we give up. But
But
No, we're gonna-
we can
we're gonna
all
keep
go
that.
on
I would-
vacation for an 8-hour drive. You might give in and let them.
Well,
watch.
right. I
Well,
don't
that's
know.
different. It depends on the age.
yeah, there could be
We watch-
We watch
circumstances.
TVs on the like.
That's
in the
different.
car.
Yeah, that's
I think
totally
there's
different.
circumstances-
24/7,
like- Yeah, special instances
If you're in a
for
yeah,
sure.
if you're in a
for sure.
restaurant, I think that's the problem. Is a lot of times there's no there's the communication gap because they're so focused on the phone.
Yes,
that
and we
they're
see
not-
that like in restaurants all the time.
They're,
There's
the
a
whole
family
family's disconnected.
they're all on it, and
Have you
then
noticed when
you know, so
well,
yeah, but I mean, we're just but that's it's in general that's how it is now,
Yeah.
and it's sad because we're not
Right.
communicating.
So that's our big
With our
because
kids.
even like we talked about, like TV didn't really mess us up as children. It's more like the phones, the tablets that
when it's old
24/7.
24/7, that's our only thing.
Absolutely.
It's
And the video
like, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
yeah.
like,
Some
That'll
kids
come with
won't-
time if she wants to.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
I
I'm not
would-
against electronics, just at least
Yeah.
in the beginning. I would like to.
So
To limit-
much
to at least
rather-
limit it.
Playing Mario when he was 2? He was
Yeah.
almost won a game at 2.
But my thing is, I would much rather sit down and color. I love coloring. And He
Yes.
doesn't want to do that.
Right.
I love doing that, or just try to get him to. Although Lauren gets him to do it. They painted a bunch of stuff,
And,
so
but
maybe it's just because
Yeah, it's
pause
different.
here.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
yeah, well, and then the other thing is like everything is going digital
Mhm.
anyway. Because on the one hand, it's like I do feel like a lot of kids are losing that as an early skill
Yes.
to write their name
Yes.
and to color and stuff.
Yes.
But it's like at the same time, schooling now is going. They're using
Yeah.
computers
Which I
and
don't
they're
like either.
and they're writing less and so it is
Yeah.
turning to a digital world. So sometimes I think maybe we just go the way that it's going. You know what I
Mhm,
mean?
exactly.
Or but sometimes I still
We
think
have
some
to
of those
fight that. I
those
think.
basic skills
Yes.
are needed.
Especially when you're that
So,
young. Because like,
yeah.
like electronics were introduced at the perfect time because I was like a senior in high school or like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, when they really became prevalent.
Yeah.
Like Chromebooks in school. And I feel like that was an appropriate age, not like when you're in a middle school and you can't even write to save your life.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I mean?
bizarre because I think school is taking away the basic skills that you need. Like they don't even learn their times tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they
you
don't
ain't
learn
right.
cursive.
Oh, no,
They
they
don't.
got rid of that. My mom
they
was
don't-
third grade and used to teach it. Now they don't teach anything.
And
like that.
and
How do you
some.
sign a check? Or we don't write
Scribbles.
checks.
I guess we just scribble now.
Well, you
Well, I don't
You
think
do
checks
everything
are-
online.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
like
it's all-
everything's online banking.
All right.
It's all a thing of
I
the
don't know.
past.
I still think we need some of that stuff, but
I do too.
I was just saying there's an argument to be made that like maybe it's
Yeah.
not a big deal because
Right.
of the direction, the times are changing,
But
but
I would like to attempt. At
Yeah.
least, 'cause
Oh,
I don't know
absolutely.
what kind of parents we were like, how hard. Obviously, it's very difficult, but at least would like to try. Our best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. What do you want to do next?
what are these?
I was going to save these for last because these are my favorite.
Oh,
They
okay.
did look really.
They're one of
good.
my favorites. Let's do these. We're going to do these are the
Chocolate.
chocolate crinkles. These
Pearls?
aren't crinkles. These are pearls, right, Terry?
Yeah, those are chocolate pearls. Those are RJ's favorite cookie.
Soft.
What's it taste like? There's a chocolate cookie.
There's a chocolate flavor, but I think this one's less too.
There is less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Less cocoa flavor.
I got the vanilla chips, so that kind of.
The chips, I think, are still flavorful,
Mm-hmm.
but the cocoa is less. But it's still pretty good.
It's not bad. There's a little less, but it's not bad.
A 2 or a 3, 2.5.
Yeah, I'd say 3.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad at all. Okay, so there's our last one.
Are they peanut butter?
These are the
Peanut butter buddy bar.
buddy bars. These buddy bars. These you do in
Those
that
are
little
so
pan.
easy to make.
They're so
make a
easy to
10 by
make.
13
I'm really
peanut-
hoping they taste good
they're
because
like a
I
peanut
really
butter
like these ones.
Cookie with chocolate chips in it, and then you melt milk
Oh,
chocolate
yeah.
chips on the top when it's
Oh, yeah.
nice.
That's so good.
By far, that's the best cookie right now. Oh, that's still good.
6 out of 5.
Mm-hmm. That is good cookie.
That's good.
If I
So
wasn't,
it didn't lose
if I
its
wasn't,
voice
Oh.
No,
either.
it's still soft.
it
'Cause
has.
it's like a cake, like whenever
Oh.
It's got the
done.
taste. It's got the chocolate
The
tastes good.
texture's still
The
fine.
texture's good.
The peanut butter. still
5
strong.
months, excellent.
Can't even tell.
Yeah,
Can't
I'd
even
say
tell.
4.5.
Yeah.
Now you gotta keep a couple, and we'll try again in a year.
I
Put them
didn't
back in the
know
freezer.
that. Not now, they probably would be
Yeah,
bad.
they probably be gross.
Yeah, we probably have to do that. Is just try things in the
Double
freezer
frozen cookies.
Yeah, for real.
that have been in for. Well, we probably have something that's buried in the freezer that's been in there for who knows how long.
I know I had friendship bread in there, and I didn't know I did, and this who knows how long.
I know that's been a long time since we've done that before. Have you ever tried anything in the freezer? And what was the oldest thing you've tried? Maybe in the refrigerator.
Oh.
Sometimes things get pushed back in the refrigerator too, and they look kind of funny.
Yeah, that kimchi's still in there.
Huh?
The kimchi stuff.
No, it isn't.
Oh, did you find
That's
it
gone.
away?
Yeah, kimchi. That stuff was nasty.
It was nasty,
Doesn't
fresh.
sound good.
Yeah, I did blood work. I did all this stuff. I
Oh,
lost
yeah.
12 pounds, and my blood work came out worse.
Are you serious?
Yes. We did the diet for me to lose weight.
Yeah.
He lost 10 pounds the first time. I lost 3 or 4. So then we redid it for his
Yeah.
blood work.
Right.
He lost another 10 pounds.
No, I didn't lose another 10. I lost
Well,
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, but he lost more weight, stuck to it really good.
I
didn't
did.
stick
Did
to
not
it.
eat
It
a
was,
donut.
I lost another like
Killed
4
me.
pounds,
Yeah.
and his blood work didn't come out any
No,
better.
it was any
Still,
better.
like,
So I'm like,
buffering.
and they're saying, well, you're genetic, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? What am I doing?
Yeah, why am I?
What am I doing?
You know,
Give me that damn donut.
that's what I mean. What I mean.
Just give me the
2 or 3
donut.
pounds, whatever. It's
Yeah.
not making you any else.
The heck with it. Yeah.
It's not like his pants were falling off him when we died.
Well, when did
So, I mean-
Pa Joe start
You know,
having
and
like
it's
his?
This, the pooch.
In his 30s.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It was that. Well, because didn't he have like a?
Later in 30s, like,
He had
35,
type.
30.
I
Wasn't
rem-
it type 1?
it was type 1. Yeah.
But it was like a rare case where it was like late,
Yeah, it was a little bit
onset,
later on. Yeah.
which is
yeah.
that's not common
Because
though, right?
his mom had it.
Oh, I
Had
see. I
diabetes.
didn't know
It was
that.
in ran in the family.
But
Okay.
she didn't have it till elderly either.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
So is that more common than I thought?
I
Because I
think
thought
it's
type
common.
I thought type 1 was one that like you usually
I think
know
you had
earlier,
that too.
or was it type 2?
I don't remember. I think it might have been type 2.
Oh,
because
because then that may.
Grandma
I think it was
Jerry
type
knew
2.
everything.
Yeah, it was probably.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna watch this. She'll let us know.
Yeah.
I believe it was type 2.
Okay. Because that
But
makes more
he got
sense.
it on
Usually
later.
that
Type
one
2
hit
is, like, later on,
hits
right?
you.
'Cause it's either
It was.
obesity or like if you're just getting older.
Or
it stops
yeah,
working.
and then it.
Yeah, and he was under. Right, he's.
A lot of stress when he was.
It was
Oh,
no, it was
that's-
under. What's it called? There's one that's overreactive and underactive. He was.
Yeah.
He was overact. No, which one is you lose weight? That's what
Oh,
I
that's
am.
your thyroid.
Thyroid. Yeah, the thyroid. Well, it's the same. I mean, it has to do with your
You're
diabetes.
overactive. I'm underactive.
And he was overactive, so I was the same as him. But anyway, I don't have diabetes yet,
Yeah.
but hopefully
Well,
don't. but
hopefully.
Hopefully
keep
never.
that
never
away.
keep
Hopefully never
keep
that.
it away. But are you guys anxious about having a child?
Sometimes I'm fine and sometimes I'm not.
She's I don't know anxious about labor. She says,
Oh no,
That's the obvious thing.
I listen. I get
And
that.
I know the child is even going to be crazier, but it's like,
which makes sense. But I mean, yeah, sometimes she like wakes up in the middle of the night and she was like, Zach, am I going to die in labor? I'm like, no.
No.
you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
once I just go through it once, I'll be okay. It's just like, it's scary just to think.
I get it.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey, I was
Like,
scared to have this stupid tooth removed,
yeah,
so
like,
that tells you how I
was afraid to
am.
get my blood work done. How the heck
Yeah,
am I supposed to push a whole
Yeah,
child out
yeah,
of me? Like, what the heck? I'm like, please
She
stay
did-
small.
yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Stout
that's
one.
right. Small. Yeah.
My first one, I didn't.
Small head. Small head.
I didn't. None of mine had real big heads.
That's what I'm nervous
Yeah,
Stay
yeah. You
small.
see, Fenn had a
Fan
big
had a
head.
big head.
Ben was
Yeah.
all head.
He
a
was.
tiny baby.
But he was a tiny.
only 3 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Something, and he was
That's
mostly
true.
Two of
Yeah.
it was his head.
Now he's tall. Man, has he gotten
Oh,
tall?
he is tall. He's
Yeah.
taller than any of our kids were. RJ thinks that's because all the steroids they gave him before birth. While she was leaking.
Oh,
That
maybe
makes
like
sense.
to make sure
stimulated
his
his.
lungs were formed and
whatever.
everything.
Yeah.
It's 6 foot. That's fine. Tell him keep
I mean, we
going.
know that you guys have been married, 8 months? No, not even 8 months. Oh, yeah, 8,
I
9,
don't
10,
Even
12.
know, whatever it is.
Anyway,
August,
I mean,
September,
obviously,
October, November, December,
you-
January, February, March, 8 months.
8 months. So you weren't trying. I mean, you were just, and boom, you get pregnant. Is it?
Do you want
At
the
first, I'm
details?
sure. No, I'm sure. I kind of figured it out in my head. Been through it before, at least 3 times.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm just one. Like, I know that it wasn't. I mean, it's only been 8 months, so obviously, you're probably thinking, we're gonna, because we were only a year and a year or 2, and then
Yeah.
RJ.
It was a year exactly because on the 4th of April, at the beginning.
Yeah,
of
because
April,
RJ was born in
I didn't have-
'87 or no, 87.
87.
Yeah. So we were just
We were
almost.
almost a year married, and I told
Yeah.
you I thought I was pregnant. I
Right.
was on the pill.
Yeah.
And so they said, "Oh, don't panic." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not
I'm
taking my
panicking.
pill."
Yeah, I'm panicking. Yeah.
And then I never had a cycle, never ever. And so he was like, "Forget it, you're already pregnant. Get in here." And then
Excuse me. Oh.
you're like,
Slam the door.
he was like not wanting to abstain because he figured I was already pregnant.
But anyway, yeah, I know it's. I mean, is there
So they
anything
gave me a
that?
vitamin because they said if you weren't,
I mean, you guys are so. I mean, you're so good with each other. The way you talk to each other, the way you do communicate,
I
and that's
think
what it
so.
takes. That's all it is, basically.
Well, yeah, I was like, isn't it crazy we're having a baby shower before our first wedding anniversary? And I was like, I need to put that together. And I think part of it is like, he wanted to have kids before he was 30. We were already dating for 4 years.
Yeah,
And like, I
yeah.
was more nervous I'd never be able to have kids with
Right.
everyone else. And I know, and I'm like, well, what the heck? I could have waited a couple
Well, and we were also,
What was another month or two?
Well, I had to and we've talked to Lauren before too about how like we did want our
Yeah.
cousins to be kind of close.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. All right. Thanks so much for watching and listening. This camera's going to give me a nightmare. So don't forget to follow us on Facebook or X at Just Talking Out Loud. And we want to thank everybody for stopping in. Appreciate it. I really do. And thanks for watching and listening. We're out.
Have a great week.
Have a good week.